seeding for innovation and knowledge. Reading keeps the mind agile and young. The benefit of reading regularly is that it fosters independent thinking while also building mental capacity. You learn new words and viewpoints via reading, and one of the several advantages of reading is that it helps shape your personality and individuality. Good afternoon, I'm Suesha Sawant and I would like to warmly welcome you all to the finale of Read India Celebration 2022 in association with Republic Media Network. Read India Celebration has been successfully spreading awareness about the benefits of reading and its positive role in a person's journey called success. This year's edition of Read India Celebration has attracted participants from all over India, and after two rigorous rounds of challenges, the list has been finalized to the final 55 participants. I would now like to congratulate every one of you who's reached the final round. Now the final test awaits, but before that we meet with our judges, and even before that, the man behind this initiative, Raghuram, who is the founder of Read India Celebration. Raghuram, welcome to the show. Here at the finale, this is the end of a long journey. Something you'd like to say to all the finalists?
It is a pleasure to host these wonderful leaders. It's every interaction with them has been very enriching. I just want to see their faces smiling. Looks like they're all tensed or having butterflies. Now I want you all to smile. This is not a competition. I've been saying this all through, right? So Mariam, Akshita, Sai, okay, Isha, Ahana. Now it looks better. Gianna, you're still not smiling. Okay, so Alicia, right? Okay, Lara, you're doing good. Okay, so this is not a competition. You just be yourself, have fun. We are all your friends. Judges are also your friend. I am your best friend. You know that. So I want you to be yourself and have fun. That's all. Do not think about anything else. Just express whatever comes here or here. Just blurt it out. Just say that. Okay. Let's all have fun. This is the last occasion for RIC 2022. Okay. So we want to make the most and have the most fun. On that note, best wishes to all of you. Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. That's what Raghu says. Thank you, Raghu. And I'd now like to introduce our esteemed jury for the event. Our first judge, Ms. Otama Ragaza Anand, a thought leader and educator with a rich experience spanning nearly 4 decades. She's been working for more than a decade as a housemaster and senior teacher of English at Sindhya Kanya Vidyalaya, a premier girls' residential school. She's been a recipient of the Bharat Shiksha Ratna Award for 2021 and was selected among the 75 top educators from around the world by Microsoft to be featured in Microsoft's Teacher Appreciation Experience. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Otama. Your thoughts and what would you like to say to the finalists before we start?
Thank you, Swesha. At the onset, I congratulate each participant for having come this far by participating in the Read India celebration. Take it forward. We are confident that your extensive knowledge that you've acquired and the understanding is going to help you become successful in life. And your participation here is going to inspire the viewers to make reading a habit. So we are all ready here to hear you now. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Otama, for those words. And now it is time to introduce our second judge on the show, Dr. M. Nagi Reddy. He is an endocrinologist, diabetologist, and general physician. Dr. Nagi Reddy graduated from Gandhi Medical College in Hyderabad and obtained higher medical qualifications in general medicine, diabetes, and endocrinology in the UK. Now, in his career spanning over 2 decades for his contribution to clinical profession development and teaching, he was bestowed with an award for the outstanding contribution in profession by the Royal College of Physicians, London. Thank you so much, Dr. Nagi Reddy, for joining our show today. Something you'd like to say?
I think Dr. Reddy is trying to sort out some connection issues at his end. I think we can move on to the next judge introduction. Swesha.
All right. So our final judge on the panel is Mr. Swapnil Jangale. He is the Assistant Professor and HOD Department of Management in RGUKT, IIT Basar in Telangana. He's an engineering graduate in electronics and telecommunications and has an MBA from IIT in Kanpur. He was previously working in the corporate sector with multinational companies. I want to thank you, Mr. Swapnil, for joining us today. Please do share your thoughts with us before we start.
Thank you, Suesha. Thank you, Republic Network, and thank you, Raghu and RI, for such a wonderful opportunity. I would really like to congratulate all the states and wish them all the best. See, I would tell you one thing. Reading books opens the gateway to learning, knowledge, and experience. By reading books, it opens the door of opportunities in the future, which leads to success and the most happiness, most important thing, happiness in the life. So I would advise people to keep learning, keep reading, keep growing, and stay happy.
Absolutely, absolutely it is. And I'd quickly like to tell all our finalists that this is the overview of the finale. 56 students who have been divided into 4 groups based on their grades. Students will be evaluated on 5 criteria, that is confidence, content, communication, response, and lastly problem solving ability. A maximum of 6 minutes that will be allotted to each student. The student must use the first minute to introduce themselves. The judges will then proceed to hand the student their topic. The student will present their views on the given topic in not more than 3 minutes. Then the round will finally end with a question and answer segment, which will also be held for 3 minutes, where the judges will give the students a problem scenario or a question and ask for their views or solution on the matter. The winners of each group will be announced at the end of the show. So I wish all you students the very best, and let's get started. I'd first like to invite Ahana Khanna from the Shriram Millennium School in Noida. She studies in 3rd standard. Ahana, please introduce yourself. Your topic would be given to you by Miss Otama Ragaza.
Namaste, my name is Ahana Khanna and I study in the Shriram Millennium School, Class 3 in Noida. I love baking and I love reading.
Wow, Ahana, I'm so happy to hear that you, besides reading, also love baking. All right, wonderful. Ahana, you've chosen 5 topics, and I want you to express your thoughts on a student's guide to prepare for the unknown and uncertainties in life.
Students' guide to prepare for uncertainties and unexpected changes in life. Uncertainties are caused by unexpected changes. There are 2 types of changes. One is normal change, like place and culture change that has been happening from generations. And the second type of changes, technology-induced changes. Many menial tasks are getting automated in a very short period of time. Humans are being replaced by robots. As you see, Amazon's warehouse, it ships millions of orders every day. Till the last 1 decade, Amazon warehouse was needing more than 1,000 people, but now it needs less than 10 people because all the jobs are done by robots. So what will those people do who are left jobless? They will turn to the other side and they will snatch, and then the crime will increase and unrest would happen. And then human society would fail. Human society would fail. So students need to be prepared for jobs that don't even exist now. That would require skills that we don't know, but we do know it that the skills that only human mind possesses. That like communication, creativity, entrepreneurship, and leadership. Then we need a value system of adaptability and lifelong learning. Education can be the key to prepare for uncertainties or the reason that human society would fail.
Very well said, Ahana. I'm highly impressed by the values and the skills that you've mentioned while saying that this is the way a student can prepare for uncertainties in life. Very well said. My question to you is, what is that one thing you want to do to change in Noida, that is India? Why and how?
I want to decrease the pollution in Noida, because there's a lot of pollution, and then there are a lot of issues of health, and then I want to reduce pollution.
And how would you do it?
I would plant trees every day, and I would use less cars, and I will use public transport or go walking.
Lovely. So tree plantation should begin with your birthday celebration. That's wonderful. Thank you. Listening to you, Anna. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ahana. We'll now bring in Alicia Anna Maria Valadares from Oxidium Primary School in Goa. She also studies in 3rd standard. Alicia, thank you for being here. Please tell us more about yourself. Your question will come from Dr. M.N. Reddy.
My name is Alicia Valadares. I am 8 years old. I study in Oxidium High School. I like to read books, and my favorite book is Beneath the Pool.
Okay, I think Dr. Reddy is having some issues, so I will fill in for him. Thank you for the introduction, Alicia. You're a little tense. I don't see. Okay, you're cool.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, so I want to hear your views on importance of reading.
Importance of reading helped me sharpen my mind, exercise my brain, expand my vocabulary. The book that I'm currently reading of The Very Good Egg on social emotional skills. Who can ever imagine a book on eggs having fun? In this story, the egg is trying to please everyone and to be good. So in the process, he starts to crack due to the pressure put on himself. So he tells his friends that I am leaving and I'm going on a journey. So there he listens to music, he goes to swim, he reads, he writes his journal. So then he feels very nice. Then he feels also very lonely because his friends are not there. So he goes back. And then he's very happy. So then everyone is unique and special. So I learned that it sharpens my mind, it exercises my brain, it expands my vocabulary,
Right.
it increases my knowledge,
Okay.
and it fosters my concentration.
Stop the mic.
So it's
Press on
better
this one.
to be
Okay.
with
There is a
my
mic here.
family
So
than
you
alone.
mute it.
Thank
Okay. You can mute it from here. That's it.
Okay, there was some disturbance, but yeah, I heard you, Alicia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is that one thing you want to change in yourself?
I want to be like, I want to study hard. I want to be unique. I want to be a good girl. I want to help my parents.
Okay, how will you do that?
I'll do that by helping my parents. What they tell me to do, I can do. I will not say no. I always do it. Then to be unique, I'll do my homework. I will comb my hair before going to school. I'll dress up nicely. I learn my homework.
All right, thank you very much, Alicia. That's a lot of things you're doing. Very good. Keep doing that, and we wish you best. Thank you.
Sir.
All right, Alicia, all the very best. And I'd now like to call in Halima B. Irshad Beg from Al Huda International Islamic School in Goa. She also studies in 3rd standard. Halima, thank you for being here. Tell us a little more about yourself.
Hello friends, I am Halima Beg. I am from class 3, studying in Al Huda International Islamic School from Goa. My hobbies are to read, write and paint. I am glad to be a part of Read India celebration journey. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to be a part of it.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here, Halima. Swapnil has a topic for you. Yes. Over to you, Swapnil.
Thank you. Good to hear you, Halima. Your topic for today is, are ignorant leaders the greatest threat to our planet? I repeat, are ignorant leaders the greatest threat to our planet?
Okay, sir. Hello, friends. Now I'm going to speak on the topic, are ignorant leaders the biggest threat to planet? Let us begin. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Yes, ignorant leaders are the biggest threat to our planet. One may say how the planet is in the control of the leader. Yes, it is in the control of the leader. Problems like cutting trees, garbage thrown in water can be controlled by a leader. Leader means power. The leader has power to stop all the bad things happening to the planet. They cannot turn a blind eye to all the situations. Let us know some of the examples of ignorant leaders. During COVID-19, one of the leaders suggested inhaling chlorine bleach to cure coronavirus. But later, medical experts explained that it is very dangerous. Let me share one more example. Adolf Hitler, who proposed to go to war with several other countries because of his hate for certain type of people. Public should select a leader very carefully because we don't want anyone who will just harm the environment. To summarize the topic, ignorant leaders may be the biggest threat to our planet, but it is also our duty to protect it, save it, that our earth lives healthier and longer. It is not only a bigger advantage to us if the planet is healthier, but it is also a bigger advantage to plants, animals, future generations as well. I would conclude saying your mind is an immense source of energy. You just need to channel it into a positive direction. Thank you.
Excellent, Halima. Halima, if you get a chance to lead the society, what the positive changes you would bring to the society?
I would bring humanity in the people. I would stop crimes. I would see that everyone is helping each another and also save environment by growing plants, etc.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, Halima, that was wonderful. Now, let me also bring in Gianna Barros from Presentation Convent High School in Goa. She again is in 3rd standard. And Gianna, if you can hear me, please talk to us, Gianna. Tell us more about yourself.
Hello, good day everyone. My name is Gianna Barros. I am 8 years old. I study in standard 3rd
B at Presentation Convent High School, Goa. I love reading. From when I was very small, I used to look at all the pictures in picture books, and now I am reading chapter books. Besides reading, I love music and singing. I'm learning to play the keyboard, and I am also a green belt in karate. I am very grateful and happy to be part of the Read India celebration.
Swesha, shall I come in?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I was
Okay.
waiting for you to come.
It was nice knowing about you, Gianna. As you come from Goa, I would like you to tell us about how would you keep the beaches of Goa clean? Share your thoughts on it.
Okay. Today, I would like to talk about my beautiful state, Goa. Goa is the smallest state in India. It is a well-known tourist destination. It is well known for its culture and heritage. It is also well known for its golden beaches. It is known as the land of sun, surf, and sand. Since we were very small, we literally grew up playing in the sand and enjoying the beauty Goa has to offer. However, sadly, the beaches are not clean or well maintained anymore. There, very often you will find glass pieces, cigarette ends, empty bottles, chips packets, and all sorts of garbage on the shores. It is not only polluting the land, but it is also polluting the water, and not only harmful for us people, but also for ocean life. It is our responsibility as individuals and tourists to practice safe tourism. The government has to set certain boundaries and rules for the tourists and locals visiting the beaches. Garbage bins should be allotted at regular intervals and should be cleared regularly so that stray dogs don't make a mess of the garbage. The shacks and food vendors also have to practice proper segregation and disposal of garbage. Just like lifeguards, the government has to employ garbage patrollers or officers to check on the cleanliness of the beaches and impose fines on the offenders. Many volunteers, colleges, and NGOs have beach cleanups, which is a noble cause, but it is each one's responsibility, whether you are visiting for a short while or if you're a local, to keep it clean. We have to have more strict rules, and then only everyone will start taking things seriously. This has to be done if we want to protect our beaches and if we want to save our beautiful beaches for future generations to enjoy. Thank you.
That was wonderful knowing from you, Gianna. My question to you is, what can you and the other schoolgoers do to keep the Goa beaches clean?
We can go to the beach. Every time we go to the beach, we should take bags with us, cloth bags, and collect all garbage we can find. And we should keep dustbins everywhere. And we have to stop throwing garbage in the seas and land and etc.
That's wonderful. You've started thinking and doing action as well. God bless you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to call in Kavya Kakkar. She's from SN Kansagra School in Rajkot. She again studies in 3rd standard. Kavya, please introduce yourself. Tell us more. And
Myself is Kavya Kakkar, and I study in grade 3, SNK School, Rajkot. I am a children's storyteller in Amar Chitra Katha. I have also won many awards at national and district level in speech and recitation competition, and also represented my school for the same. Recently, I've been a winner in Master Spellers competition and selected for semi-finals. I'm also fond of reading. Besides dance is also another activity which I love. I have also achieved a certificate in Mangahi, UK, in maths from when I was in grade 1. My family and my teachers are my support system and a big part of what I am today. I want to thank the RIC team for letting me to be a part of this wonderful experience. Thank you.
Dr. Reddy, what's your topic for her?
So Dr. Reddy is having issues. I'll give the topic to Kavya. Is that okay, Kavya?
All right, all right.
Kavya, what are your views on having emotional intelligence as a subject at school?
Yes, I think there is a need to add a subject on emotional intelligence as a part for the syllabus for the students globally. Emotional intelligence is an individual's capacity to recognize, manage, and express emotions and the ability to perceive, understand, and respond to emotions of others. We live in a world that is changing faster, and the students are expected to perform multi roles with effectiveness. So it's highly needed that they should understand the emotions. There is a strong correlation between students' emotional intelligence and their classroom behavior. Students with high level of emotional intelligence are empathetic to others around him, fosters authentic friendship, can communicate better with teachers and peers, and promotes academic success. They are also better equipped to deal with negative emotions that might disrupt learning. It will also ensure to avoid unnecessary arguments and fights by taking pause, asking questions to own, to think, to understand, and only then to respond. To ensure emotional development, the concept of emotional intelligence should be included in school syllabus. In today's world, the level of achievement has become the main factor of progress in the personal, educational, and social life for an individual. By learning to use emotional part of the brain, students will expand the range of choices when exposed to a new event and will make a better decision. When they step into the practical world, higher emotional intelligence helps develop positive work culture in the organization and contributes to more productive and supportive experiences. And most important, gives the mental peace keeping quality health. So to conclude, it is not enough to be smart and hardworking to have the added edge for success. Students must also be able to understand and manage emotions. If it's done, the echo they hear from their heart will be in tune with everything. Thank you.
That was very impressive, Kavya, to say the least. I think you've pretty much touched every aspect of why emotional intelligence should be added, as a subject. Very good. I'm thinking, what question should I give you? Okay, so you're from Rajkot. Okay,
Yes.
so what is that one thing in Gujarat you want to change? You don't like, and you want to change.
So,
What, how, why, and how?
People every time people throw garbage all around. So first of all, to solve this problem, we will attach CCTV cameras everywhere. And the first time someone will be catched throwing garbage in public places, the first time they will have to pay 5,000 rupees. The second time, 10,000 rupees. And the third time, there will be no power in the house of that person for one whole month. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty tough. 5,000, 10,000, and no power. So I think the country will fall in line straight away. Thank you very much, Kavya. It was stringent, but you can be a hard taskmaster. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you,
Okay, sir.
to hear your views.
Thank you so much, Kavya. That was lovely, Kavya. And now let's bring in Lara Vegas from St. Andrews School in Goa. She's again in 3rd standard. Lara, over to you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lara Viegas. I'm studying in class 3 at St. Andrews ICSE school. When I grow up, I want to become a marine biologist.
And Swapnil, I believe, has a question for you, Lara.
Hello, Lara. Your topic is belief-based society versus independent thinking society. Merit and demerit. I repeat, belief-based society versus independent thinking society. Merit and demerit.
The definition of the word society is a group of people living together to form a community. The goal is to promote a good life for its members. It affects our values, what we consider right and wrong. A belief-based society comes with a few core beliefs that may or may not be true. This includes political, philosophical, and spiritual beliefs. Independent or critical thinking society allows its members to think independently. Let us look at some of the merits and demerits. Our first is merits of a belief-based society. The first one is that it gives people something to believe in. The second one is it gives them a sense of structure. And the third one is that it helps them connect with other similar beliefs. The demerits. The first one is that you believe that it's the only truth. The second one is that it is about fear. And the third one is that it promotes blind faith over science and logic. Let us look at some of the merits of a independent thinking society. The first one is that it helps in the foundation. The second one is that it helps to understand logical connection between other beliefs. And the third one is that
Okay, Lara, can you hear me?
yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, Lara, if you want to think of three independent thinking, which will bring positive change in the society around, so what those three things would be? You got the question?
It helps in science and logic. The demerits is that it is difficult to be an independent thinker. To conclude, we should make decisive actions on what we choose and we should not be against our culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Lara. Over to you.
All right, Lara, that was absolutely fantastic. And you certainly listed all your points very well. I'd now like to bring in Akshita Kashyap from St. Mary's Christian School in Ghaziabad. She studies in 4th standard. Akshita, please talk to us. Tell us more about yourself. Ms. Otima has a topic for you.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. Words have meaning, actions have power. It's a blueprint of one's real character. And my name is Akshita Kashyap. I'm confident, assertive, and highly spirited 8 years old young girl from St. Mary's Christian School, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. My name is permanent, constant, and wonder girl. As much as little I have lived and experienced till now has been absolutely similar to my name. Extraordinary skills in some subjects, whereas I'm also weak in a few. Learning new things is one thing that I always enjoy. I'm proud to belong from the Silk City of India, Bhagalpur. Thank you.
My topic to you, Akshita, is should school uniforms be compulsory for everyone?
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this topic. School uniforms are a form of clothes for students to wear during official school hours and outside during official school activities. It is most common in most of the schools. It unifies a particular student to a particular school premises. Scientists believe that school uniforms help students to be organized and focus on their lessons. Also, it prevents students to fret about what to wear each new day. Uniforms are really important because if a student wants to represent his or her school at any international, national levels, yes, it makes it a particular identity. But there are some of the problems that are also seen. Most of the people think that school uniform impose students and it stops the individuality being shown. And some people think that it makes a student unimaginative and make them a mass of fears. So what should happen? Is it really important that school uniform should be compulsory? Yes. Now we feel it is not so important for school uniforms to be worn. Many years when we will recall such memories we are making just now, school uniforms will make it as a nostalgic memory in our heart forever. Thank you.
Okay, in the question round, Akshita, I ask you, what one change would you like to do in your city, Ghaziabad?
Yeah. Actually, before I used to live somewhere else, and I had shifted to Ghaziabad in 2016 or 15. What happened is that before I used to see that the place was really clean, and I used to enjoy because I was also little, and I used to love seeing the city. I used to explore. I used to go many ways. But what I observed after years and years, the city was just filled with garbage everywhere. And also that Ghaziabad is a place which is known for some of a bit of crimes that is also happening. So what I want to change here, that I also want to become an IAS officer. So as soon as I grow up, or now also what I can do is that I will try to keep my city clean. The first step which I would like to take is that I would plant more and more trees. And I'm really fond of gardening also. So I love to but is a new plant, or I would love to plant many trees on my birthdays, and I just continue it for a month. Every day I plant a new tree.
I'm happy to hear, Akshita, that you have taken cleanliness, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, following that as the main priority to change Ghaziabad. Thank you. It was wonderful listening to you. Your action plan also was very impressive. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And next we have Devarapalli Bhavish Reddy from Jubilee Hills Public School in Telangana. She's in 4th standard. Devarapalli, please talk to us. What can you share about yourself with us? Raghuram will ask you the question, give you a topic.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Bhavish Reddy. I am 9 years old. I am studying in grade 4, Jubilee Hills Public School, Hyderabad, Telangana. My hobbies are to play chess and read books, and my favorite subject is maths. And my aspiration is to become an IAS officer. Thank you.
Okay, that was nice, Bhavish. For the aspiring IAS officer, my topic would be failure is the stepping stone to success.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Life is a long journey. One has to face many ups and downs while going through the way. Life is full of success and failures. Many of us have many dreams and aims. It makes us active. Every successful man had failed not once but several times in life. Failure suggests us about our mental weakness, lack of preparation, attitude, etc. Failure does not mean that we are useless. It means that our efforts were not good enough. Failure is one of the keys to success because it teaches us more. Thomas Edison may be the greatest inventor of the modern era, said the following lines while creating the long-lasting electric light bulb. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that will not work. The best way to defeat failures and achieve success in every situation of our life is to train ourselves and never give up. Mahatma Gandhi had succeeded in winning our independence. He started the non-cooperation movement, had failed, and finally achieved in winning our independence. So by using all these mental qualities, we can easily achieve our goal. Even a number of failures cannot stop us by reaching our goal. Thank you.
Well summarized, Bhavish. That was
Thank you, sir.
nice to hear. So my question to the future IAS is, what is that change you want to bring in Hyderabad or Telangana after you become the IAS officer?
Yes, sir. After I become an IAS officer, I would like to maintain law and order, and I'll manage the current affairs of the government, and also I'll try to reduce the corruption, sir.
How?
Sir, for example, I'll create one toll-free number and I'll display on every of government offices in that area. And when anyone comes to ask money for the work, any government employee, the people would call me by using this toll-free number, and I'll quickly inquire about that officer, and if it's very truthful and very like unfair, I'll just take action on it, sir.
That was very crisp. Thank you, Bhavish, for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you, sir.
Wish you best.
Thank you, sir.
All right, next is Isha Bhushan Shirvaikar from Vidya Bhuvan Konkani Shala in Goa. She is in 4th standard. Isha, please talk to us.
देव तुमकां बरी दनपार दिव. हांव ईशा भूषण शिरवेकर, विद्याभवन कोंकणी शाळेंत 4थी यत्तेक शिकता. हांव गोंय राज्यांत रावतां आनी म्हाका शास्त्रीय संगीत, कराटे आनी पुस्तकां वाचपाक खूब खूब आवडटात. देव बरें करूं. माय भाशेन आपलें मुळावें शिक्षण कित्याक जावपा जाय तें पळोवया. आतां मुळावें शिक्षण आपले माय भाशेन कित्याक जावपा जाय? घरान जी भाशा उलयतात तीच भाशा जर शाळेन शिकयली जाल्यार रोखडीच समजता आनी भुरग्यांक ते विशय आपणावपाक जाता. आतां सरकारान जो कायदो काडला, पुराय शिक्षण आपले माय भाशेन जावपा जाय, तो कायदो खऱ्यांनीच म्हाका आवडलो. पूण आतां पुराय शिक्षण जर माय भाशेन शिकतली जाल्यार अभियांत्रिकी शिक्षणाची पुस्तकां आनी दोतोरकीची पुस्तकां आमचे कडेन आमचे माय भाशेन चड नात. आमचे सारके भुरग्यांनी ताचो अणकार करपाक जाय. मागीरूच आमी आमची मायभास सगळे कडेन फामाद करपाक पावतली आनी आमचे पुराय शिक्षण आमी आमचे माय भाशेन करपाक पावतली. देव बरें करूं.
जर तुम्हाला बाहेर विदेशात जाऊन काही करायचं असेल आणि तुम्ही इंटरनॅशनल लँग्वेज मध्ये फ्लुएंट नसाल तर तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम नाही येतील का?
सर, आय कांट हिअर.
जर तुम्ही भारत देशात गेलात किंवा विदेशात गेलात तर तुम्हाला तुमचं काम करायला प्रॉब्लेम नाही येणार का? तर तुम्ही तुमच्या मातृभाषेत एक तुम्हाला लिमिटेशन येतात. पण जर तुम्हाला पूर्ण देशात किंवा पूर्ण सोसायटीमध्ये पूर्ण इंटरनॅशनल मध्ये काम करायचंय तर मग तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम नाही येतात.
म्हाका संकट येतलें, पूण त्या खातीरूच म्हाका कोंकणी फामाद करपाक सोदता हांव. ते करतगीर म्हाका असले संकट येवचे ना की हांव भायर वचून आपले मायभाशेन उलयता आनी तांची मायभास वेगळी अशें म्हाका तेन्ना त्रास जावचो ना. देव बरें करूं.
जर तुम्हाला गोव्यात 2 चांगल्या गोष्टी करायच्या असतील तर काय कराल?
आतां बरीं कामां म्हणटगीर हांव कितें करतलें म्हणून आतां आतां गोंयान खूब कचरो जाता सगळे कडेन. प्लास्टीक बॅग्स वापरतात, हे वापरतात. तें हांव पयलीं चेंज करपा सोदतलें. तें हांव बदलपा सोदतलें. आतां सरकारान जो कायदो काडला, प्लास्टीक बॅग्स आमी वापरपाचे बंद करपाक जाय. तो कायदो आमी मान दिवपाक जाय. तें हांव एक बदल करपा सोदतलें. आनी दुसरो बदल म्हणल्यार हांव आतां लोक जे गोंयान येतात ते फक्त बिचीसूच पळोवपाक येतात. समुद्र दर्याच पळोवपाक येतात. ते म्हाका आमची गोंयची संस्कृती पळयल्ली जाय. जशे जात्रा, फेस्तां ते म्हाका एक पळयल्ले जाय. देव बरें करूं.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I'd now like to bring in Mariam Asif Khopekar from Podar International School in Ratnagiri. She's in 4th standard. Mariam, please talk to us. Tell us more about yourself.
Yes, I am Mariam Asif Khopekar and I study in grade 4, Podar International School, Ratnagiri. And my hobbies are reading, writing, and even I can bake and cook. I do even write some poems, short stories, and even some dialogues.
Mariam, Miss Otima Ragaza Anand has a topic for you. Miss Otima,
Okay,
over to you.
Mariam, it was nice listening to your very short and crisp introduction. The topic I give you is Indian and global education systems. Please share your thoughts on it.
I am educated in India. I also some other day I had a dream that I'm going abroad like London, America, and many different countries to study. But now I feel like I am better in my India to study in higher cities like Delhi, Hyderabad, and even more. And you know why? Just because this I have now learned that. While learning this, I learned that India has more better education than foreign countries. And now I would like to speak about some Indian and foreign countries. So now in India, let's start with the first process, which is admission. Admission in India with fees and all is really easy. Sometimes in some greater universities, it gets a little difficult, but it is quite easy in some normal universities. While in foreign, they have a lot of fees, which includes travel, food, and a lot of many other things. And now let's do with the most important, which is education. Now the foreign education focuses more on practical thinking and creativity, while Indian education system focus not more on practical but on these other things. And this is very nice, and I'm good to hear that India is now better than foreign, and now India is even progressing to match up with the level and go across on with foreign countries.
Okay, that was wonderful knowing from such a young girl so much about Indian and global education. Now you are from Maharashtra. What is one thing that you would like to change?
I can't say Maharashtra, but in the whole India, I would like to change partiality. Now, in my second round, I also spoke about this topic with someone. I can't remember his name, but I spoke about that girls are partiality in India the most. Do you still remember that Savitri Bai Phule, Fatima Sheikh, Sarojini Naidu, Tarabai Shinde, those were the first educated women in India, and Fatima Sheikh and Savitri Bai Phule started the first ever school for girls. And I'm really proud to hear that Savitri Bai Phule was supported from her husband Jyotirao Phule, who was a social reformer. And even though at this duration, when this partialization was the most, the men during that era were also against this. And now during those women's and those men's, now many other girls like me, those are confident, those can speak. And I'm Muslim. So I'm even so proud that in Kolkata or somewhere, the girls have protested over hijab and many other things. And now I'm really proud that now even though girls can run the country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It was wonderful listening to you. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have Sai Tenapan from DPS Monarch International School in Doha. He studies in 4th standard. Sai, please talk to us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sai Tenapan. I am a strong believer of the idea that every action we perform should have a guiding principle and a purpose behind it. This quality was instilled in me the day my parents decided to name me Sai Tenapan. My parents are devotees of the great saint Sai Baba, so I was named after his great name Sai. I hail from Tamil Nadu, and there's a tradition in my family to name the first boy as Tenapan. So that's how I got my name, Sai Tenapan. My father, Tenapan, is an engineer at Qatar Gas. My mother, Shalu, is a wonderful homemaker. I also have a younger sister whose name is Harini. I have had a very sheltered childhood in Qatar. I love reading books, and in my free time, I love to play with cars and want to design the fastest running car. I'm a very good learner and have a very good memory retention. I love making new friends by taking part in group activities. So, dear friends, I hope you got to know a little bit more about me today. Thank you.
It was more than a little bit, Sai. Thank
Yes,
you for your
absolutely, Sai.
introduction. It was very nice.
Yes.
So, my topic for you would be challenge your beliefs.
Belief is an invisible power emanating from the mind and the heart. A man was walking through an elephant camp and noticed the elephants weren't kept in cages or held by the use of chains. Instead, they were tied to a small piece of rope in one of their legs. The man got completely confused and asked the trainer nearby, "Why don't the elephants use their strength to break the rope and try to escape?" The trainer replied, "When they were younger and much smaller, we used the same rope, and at that age, this rope is enough to hold them. As they grow up, they're conditioned to believe that they cannot break it, so they never try to break it. So the only reason the elephants are not trying to break the rope is because of their false belief that they cannot break it. Similarly, like the elephants, many of us are tied to false beliefs. I can't do it. This is too hard for me. We are not trying just because we have failed in the past. Remember, failure is a part of learning. No matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop or quit. So, challenge your self-limiting beliefs and change your mindset. I can do it. It may take time and effort, but I will keep on trying. It is very important to recognize the belief that hinders our progress. Most of them are not true at all. Never let one failure hold you back from the past, hold you back in the future. Or else your potential will also be limited by the rope. No matter how much hindrance you face, always continue with the belief that you can achieve your goals. as it is rightly stated by Napoleon Hill. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So I would like to ask you all, would you challenge your beliefs to break free from the rope which is holding you back? Thank you.
Okay, that was very nice, Sai. So my question to you is, what is that one belief you have challenged in your personal life?
Sir, I think I thought that I could not do this, but I challenged my belief to come to the grand finals of RIC.
So that is just an effort thing, right? So something, you strongly believed, and then, you said it has to change in myself, other than RIC.
Sir, I think that I should change myself from my weakness of gadgets.
Okay. So you managed to change that? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Sai. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Sai, thank you so much for speaking to us. And next is Vyom Maulesh Gadani from Zydus School for Excellence in Ahmedabad. He studies in 4th standard. Vyom, please talk to us. What do you have to say about yourself? And then Raghu has a topic for you.
Good afternoon. My name is Vyom Gadani. I study in 4th standard in Zydus School for Excellence, Ahmedabad. Thank you for selecting me in the grand finale round of Read India celebration. Some of my hobbies are reading books and playing cricket.
Smart board teaching versus the conventional method of teaching.
Smart board teaching is a newly available method of teaching, while blackboard teaching is a very conventional method of teaching since long. Now there are many advantages between smartboard and normal or conventional blackboard. First of all, smartboard works on electricity. So when electricity is not available in different areas, the smartboard won't work. But blackboard can work at any time whenever you want. Second thing is that blackboard, when we write on it, we write with chalk on it. So chalk dust gets into the respiratory system of the teachers and results in respiratory diseases. Then whiteboard is very costly method, while smartboard is very costly method, while blackboard is very, very cheap. When we write with prolonged writing on a blackboard, teachers may get a neck pain, back pain, etc. But this will not happen on a smartboard because you just need to move around on slides in a smartboard. You can search anything on the smartboard from the internet at the same time. Any query? So it can be searched at any time on the smartboard. So it is good. Audiovisual method of teaching may create long-term effect in students. Now, these are the advantages and disadvantages of smartboard and blackboard. Thank you.
Wonderful, Vyom. So, if you
Thank you, sir.
become a teacher in future, which method would you want to go for? To be adopting smartboard teaching, or would you want to go with the conventional system?
Sir, I would go with the smartboard teaching because any query the students have can be searched at the same time on a smartboard, and because the school has a lot of electricity, there will be not an issue to run a smartboard. Instead of getting chalk dust in our respiratory system, we should go for the other method, even if it is costly. we should, and even the neck ache and back ache can be reduced.
Okay, thank you very much, Vyom.
All right, thank you, Vyom. Next is Bhavya Kumar from Maria Bambina Convent High School in Goa. She studies in 5th standard. Bhavya, please talk to us.
Good afternoon to all. First of all, let me thank you for giving me this opportunity, and it's a pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Bhavya Kumar. I study in 5th standard in Maria Bambina Convent High School, Kankunim. My native place is Chhapra, Bihar. I was born and brought up in Maharashtra. 2 years ago, my father got transferred here, and currently I'm living in South Goa. The area in which I live is called Gotham, situated in Kankunim. Till now, I studied in 4 schools. My hobbies are reading books and doing taekwondo. My favorite book is The Famous Spy, written by the Enid Blyton. Sometimes I write poems too. And I also like solving puzzles. But the thing which I enjoy the most is playing with my little brother who is only 4 years old.
Should I come in, Swesha?
All right. Yes, please.
Am I supposed to? Yes. So my topic to you is, you have to express your thoughts on the road to humanity. Is knowledge-based culture or commerce-based culture is going to take us to the road to humanity?
Change is the nature of life. And this change in the history of humanity comes from when our nomadic ancestors changed their ways and became settled. At that time, no attractions were there between the people around the world. Then, with the discoveries of fire, wheat, iron, their lives changed in a revolutionary manner. Interactions started between the civilizations and soon won the commerce between them. As humanity grows, the commerce became the central point of advancement. Spice routes enabled the common people prosperity to grow. Indian spices, gold, were the talk of the world. Everybody wanted them. Then this commerce also led to the gaining of knowledge regarding technology in other areas like architecture. We came to know about the world. Then, after the 11th century, sea routes were discovered. European nations started taking sea voyages for commerce. Colonization happens. Then came the Industrial Revolution. Everything became lightning fast. Machines came into existence. Humanity changes. Commerce has draped us with things from faraway places. Our watches, clothes, soaps, everything, commerce has made it possible. But commerce has not only made our lives easy, but now it has started controlling it. We have become the slaves of the commerce. We have become dependent upon things even when we do not need them, like more clothes, shoes, accessories, etc. So, as I said earlier, change is the nature of life, but I rephrase it as challenge is the future of life. Now, we must challenge the earlier norms which are making our humanity more commerce-centric rather than knowledge-centric. Now, knowledge is our only tool to lead our future towards more sanity. So, what does this knowledge-based culture mean? It means equal access to information, equal access to education, universal access to information, cultural diversity, freedom of expression. Commerce is now dividing the world into rich and poor. More often, developed countries are ignoring the poor countries. They give access to things to the people who can afford them. They are exhausting the poor nation's resources. But knowledge can change that. We have only one earth. We must progress with everybody and not alone. Knowledge-based societies will lead to giving equal access to education, healthcare, technology, food to all. With knowledge, Mother Earth, which is now reeling under our endless needs, may get a new life. Our nature healing will start. We don't need more and more as commerce is emphasized, but we need less. And be independent and should live in harmony, which is the basic mantra of knowledge. So, to summarize myself, I must say we reached here due to commerce, but now we need our conscious knowledge too. So, let's harmoniously blend them both and make this world a better place to live. Thank you.
Okay, Bhavya, it was nice listening to you. And you brought in a word challenge. So I would like to ask, after you've gone through this journey of RIC, what one challenge will you take up to bring about a change in the place you are or the place you belong to? Because you've mentioned two there. Recently, you moved to Goa and earlier you were in Maharashtra, as you said. So what one challenge you will take up?
I clearly didn't understand what you said.
Okay, no issues. I will rephrase. I say what one challenge you as a student would take up to bring about a change in your society.
Could you please tell it in more simple words like I'm not much used to this.
Or can you please be clear? Louder?
Could you again please repeat the question?
Okay, fine.
I'm still not getting it.
No issues, Bhavya. You went through the journey of RIC. You must have read books. What is one thing that you like the most while reading books?
I liked the thing when I was reading books that it increased my knowledge about a lot of things, and it also made my English more better than earlier. I started reading books at the age of 6.
Great.
And novels and other types of books like encyclopedia, I learned to read in 3rd standard.
That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much and wish you all the very best. Let's now move on to Mitali Rakta from Queen's Valley School in Delhi. She studies in 5th standard. Mitali, please talk to us. Tell us more about yourself, after which Raghuram has a topic for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mitali and I study in grade 5. I live in Delhi with my parents and my younger sister, whom I like to play with. But what I really love is reading. I'm also a published writer. I've written 2 books so far. The first one is Freedom Then and Now, which is a collection of short poetry. And the second one is Fairy Tales with a Twist, which is a story about a brave young princess called Snow White. Another one of my hobbies is dancing. I'm currently learning the Kalakshetra style of Bharatnatyam. I'm really looking forward to this grand finale.
That is wonderful.
Thank you, Mitali,
Raghu,
for the introduction. Yes. So my topic for you is fake news. What are your views on that? How would you tackle it?
So another one of my hobbies is I love to explore about newsmakers. Did you know that the Prime Minister of Britain has a pet dog as well as a pet alien? I read it online and I even saw a photo. So it must be true, right? Nope. Sometimes not all the information we read online is true. It's what we call fake news. Fake news has 2 forms: disinformation and misinformation. Disinformation is fake news created and shared with a deliberate intent to cause harm. Misinformation is fake news created and shared without any real intent of causing harm. It sometimes starts off as a joke, but soon it gets spread. Now you must be wondering, why would anyone do that? I mean, who'd waste their time creating a story that isn't even real? Because these stories are clickbaits. The more people click on an interesting sounding story, the more ads they'll see on that page. And that means more money. Sometimes people don't do it just for money, but also to share their ideas and beliefs with the world without checking the facts. Fake news can damage a personal entity's reputation and cause street havoc. This was proved by the results of an experiment conducted by the Anders Jorgensen from the University of Copenhagen. In 2009, she created a Facebook group to protest demolition of the historical stock fountain. In just 2 weeks, a whopping 27,000 protesters had gathered on the streets to protest. Mr. Jorgensen proved how easy it is to use social media to spread fake news because there was no real plan to destroy the fountain in the first place. After seeing how easy it is to use social media to spread fake news, the governments made stricter laws and regulations. Now what you can do is check the author if they're credible, look out for phony experts or photoshopped images in the story, read beyond the headlines, as headlines can be outrageous in order to get clicks. And a rule of the thumb, if you don't know what's true and what's not, don't share anything. Thank you.
Okay, that's quite a bit of a to-do or checklist before you share or you spend time on fake news. Uh,
Sir, I didn't get you.
I said, you shared quite an insight on fake news. I didn't know a lot of things you just mentioned. It was nice to know that, Mithali. Very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mithali, so you're from Delhi, right? Yeah. Okay, so what is that one thing you want to change in this world? Why and how?
In this world, sir.
World or Delhi or either thing. One thing you badly want to change.
Sir, I really want to just stop all the congestion in Delhi, because the people from the states which don't have any development or the job opportunities, they come to Delhi, and the Delhi gets really overpopulated, and that in turn results in pollution, because the more people there are, the more cars there'll be, and it gets really polluted. This really harms kids the most, because the sulfates, nitrates, and black carbon force their way into our developing lungs and cardiovascular systems. But it should not be that there's so much pollution that the people in turn start going to the not developed places. Or it will be like what happened in Joshimath. In short, that was a full-blown crisis. The government, scientists, everyone has failed us. We don't know what is happening beneath the ground, do we? Is a town being slowly swallowed up by the mountains? No idea. And because of all because everyone wanted to go to Delhi, to these places, because there's so less pollution, families are being forced to brave the freezing temperatures as they have to sleep outside underneath the stars. We really need to solve this problem. And what I find ironic is how this news is just disappearing from everywhere. We are living on this planet as if we had another one to go to. The mountains should be there when I grow up and forever. So that's my views.
Okay, that was quite an emotional, passionate speech. Thank you for sharing your views, Mithali.
Sir, since I'm a
Yes,
Delhiite,
absolutely.
my mother is
Thank you.
also from there. So kind of I really don't like what's happening to the mountains.
Got it. Yeah, point well taken. And it's everyone's responsibility to protect the environment. After all, we are kids of Mother Nature more than anything else. Yes.
Absolutely. Mithali, very valid point. I'm sure all of us share the same sentiment. I'd also now like to bring in Sanvi Samanta Singhar. She's from DPS Sahibabad, studies in 5th standard. Sanvi, please talk to us.
So, good afternoon to all. I'm happy to be here. It's a great pleasure for me to participate in this Read India Celebration 2022. A future depends on what you do today. With this motivational quote, I'm Sanvi, born and brought up in Delhi. I'm 10 years old. I'm doing my 5th standard at Delhi Public School, Saibabad. I love to draw doodles, reading storybooks, and dance. My strengths are that I am a quick learner and a good listener. Being a quick learner, I learn new things very quickly and apply those in my life. French, maths, and English are my favorite subjects. During my leisure time, I like to play badminton. Purple is my favorite color. I aim to serve the people of my nation as a doctor. This is my long-term goal. Now I am in class 5. My focus is on my studies so that it will lead me to a bright future as well as my goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanvi. The topic is effect of modern gadgets on the development of children.
Thank you, sir, for this topic. So today I'm going to talk about effect of modern gadgets on the development of children. Information and communication technology systems have provided a kind of facility in the world that currently makes the world like a small globe globally. Fueled by COVID-19 pandemic, use of modern gadgets become a new way of learning. Using gadgets as a basic material for learning in children will have positive impacts such as increasing children's creativity. During the toddler years, the brain triples in size and continues to develop until adult years. Studies have shown that too many gadgets may negatively affect a child's brain on its functioning and may even cause attention deficit, cognitive delays, increased impulsivity, and decreased ability to self-regulation. A gadget is an object or item created specifically in this advanced era to help everything become easier and more practical compared to previous technologies. Parents always established the idea of having gadgets for their children as an obligation, parallel with modern life. However, parents forget about the responsibility to weigh the pros and cons of giving gadgets to the children, as it can be harmful or beneficial depending on how they use them. Getting highly involved with video games can become addicting, and parents need to be cautious about how many hours kids play, says Dr. B.K. Rao, chairman of Ashisham Health Community and Sir Gangaram Hospital, from the study. Use of electronic gadgets had greatly increased in competitive world, particularly among children as a result of addiction. Negative effects of using gadgets. There are a lot of negative effects of using gadgets as an addiction. Hampered cognitive development leads to obsession and agitation. Delays physical development, reduce social interaction, increased risk of obesity, poor concentration in studies, and lack of interest in day-to-day activities. Sleep disorders, strains on the eyes, radiation exposure, increased risks of depression. Preventive measures taken by parents. Talk to your child about the excessive use of gadgets. Spend more time with your kids. Involve your children in other activities. Monitor the content your child consumes on gadgets. Set a daily limit on screen time. Be a role model for your child. Thank you.
What would be your suggestion on striking the balance between playing virtually and playing really for the kids? Virtual playing and real playing.
So there is a great difference between playing virtually and playing really. So when we are playing in real life, it just creates a physical development and build interaction with nature and also build relationship. But playing virtually, if you are playing for more than means rather than the screening time, more than your screening time, then it might affect those studies and it might create the that they while playing virtually we get our best, but playing for real, it will reduce the risk of obesity in children. So my suggestion is that playing really is better than playing virtually.
So thank you so much, Sanvi, and that brings us to the end of category 1. All of you have been absolutely wonderful in the way you've spoken and the thoughts you've shared. And like Raghu keeps saying, that this is not a competition. This is really a platform that all of you must be proud of just being a part of it. I know all of you are now thinking, who's the winner? Raghu has the results. Is it Miss Ottima or is it Raghu who's going to announce it?
Ottimadi. She's
Okay. Thank you so much, Raghu and Swesha.
All right, over to you then.
I know. Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to congratulate each participant. You've actually put us in a dilemma, you know, we are not able to decide, but each participant is a winner, a great winner of the RIC. But as you know that we come to some points, we have to one or two here and there. So there's no much difference. For the second position, we have a tie between Mitali Rakta and Bhavya Kumar. Can we have them here? Heartiest congratulations to both of you. Both of you get the second position, Mitali Rakta and Bhavya Kumar. And the first position, it's bagged by Kavya Kakkar. Wonderful. Each participant is a winner. Hats off to you people. You put us, the judges, in, so much of looking for. It was a challenging job. Looking forward to seeing you the next year again. God bless you all.
It was the most toughest category to decide. That is why I would not opt for being a judge. Seriously, Dr. Reddy could not join, so I had to fill in. But you guys were all amazing. I would give all of you, full marks. Fantastic. You have done very well. Like I've been saying, this is not a competition, it's a celebration. We have thoroughly enjoyed this celebration. Thank you very much for all your time and efforts. Mitali and Bhavya, you want to share your experience in a line or two, and then we go to Kavya.
Before that, I want to say something actually.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to all the participants, and I really want to appreciate the public for doing a noble service. I would urge all the Republic as well as all the participants, please try to rate it, because it's a really simple process. Try to have maximum people know about it and participate. So why only you are enjoying? Let them also enjoy this beautiful celebration of reading and experience. Over to you, Sri.
If Bhavya and Mitali can go,
I believe
Bhavya
Kavya
first,
is
and then
saying something.
Mitali, and then Kavya. Yeah.
Not too
Bhavya,
sure if
you want
Bhavya
to
and
share
Mitali are
your
there on the
experience?
screen, but Kavya is.
First, Bhavya, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you share your experience in one line, RIC journey.
Well, I didn't know many things before RIC. Like I didn't know about the Industrial Revolution or sea trade routes. After I had to after I joined RIC, only then I realized how many things were there that I didn't know. So I'm very grateful for RIC for letting me so many things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bhavya. Mitali, your turn. You want to share your experience?
I have always been an avid reader, but before RAC, I always just used to read fantasies, mysteries, and just those fiction. I finished the entire Percy Jackson and Harry Potter series. But after RIC, I started reading self-help books like, say, Understanding Your Emotions by Thibaut Maurice, and I started to like them. Now I have my plan and biographies. So in short, RIC has helped me a lot.
A very bright future ahead to you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kavya, your turn.
I really worked hard for it, and now the result is in front of me. I would like to tell everybody that you should keep reading and reading. In some or the other way, it will help you. Yes.
Wonderful thought.
Thank you all for all your time, efforts, and support. It got a bit delayed, but it's we've thoroughly enjoyed. It was great listening to all of you.
It was worth it.
Absolutely.
God bless you all, children. With
We
a
wish
very
you all
bright
very
future
best.
ahead.
And we will reach out to all the winners. You're all winners in your own way. God bless you. Like Kavya said, keep reading, keep reading. Read, think, act is your mantra for success. Thank you all. Suesha.
Yes, absolutely. And this brings us to the end of the Read India Celebration 2022 Grand Finale. I would like to thank everyone for joining us on this special occasion. It was an absolute pleasure to hear from every one of you. I would also like to wish you all the very best. Keep reading and celebrating knowledge like all our judges say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swesha.
Thank you all.
Thank
Good
you
day.
all.